Things are heating up.
That's for sure.
Nathan, thank you. Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, lawmakers are making these decisions, but it's you, the taxpayers and the fans, who will have to deal with the results. Just to see their life scattered. I mean, they've got their breakfast muffins here, and this is what they're facing this morning now that those winds have finally died down. Walt's over there on hold with the insurance company, and they're just trying to decide where they're going to stay tonight. What are they going to do next? And heads up to Kansas drivers who take I-70 in the morning for a second morning now. We have a crash here in relatively the same spot. This is 70 right at Park Drive inbound. We're going to give you more details on what's happening here when we come back. An iconic Kansas City business has been burglarized once again. Betty Ray's Ice Cream in the River Market is now cleaning up from a break-in for the second time in 3 weeks. We brought you this story yesterday. Now we have surveillance video from inside the store. You can see someone breaking through a window and crawling in. So the plan is for me to slide out across the ice using these picks to pull myself out there into that hole.
How are we doing?
Greg, is that behind you showing 5-6 inches in some areas?
That is correct, and this is over the area almost at 5 inches.
Well, I think that's what could be a major concern on the roadways is people walk outside and they see the rain has stopped and they are good to go. But because we got so much overnight, there is significant ponding on our interstates. Looking here, I-35 near 75th Street, you can see this parking lot here at Advent is very wet still, even though the rain has cleared out. That radar here is moving out. Break-ins at local businesses. It seems everyone in Kansas City right now is talking about this. A very hot topic in our community. And for at least one business, accountability is on the way. And I'm Julia Avery in for Carolina Cruz. Ooh, it's feeling like winter.
I wouldn't say it's winter quite yet. Are you ready to dive full into winter?
When I walked outside, I thought, here we go. This is it. We're getting there.
All right.
Aaliyah, you are not everyone's favorite person this morning.
Oh, no.
You're always my favorite person, but nobody wants to see 15 degrees. But they're keeping the same rules, and I printed off the bulk pickup rules here. One of the things says no televisions or computers, and we look even just right here. We've got 2 televisions. Almost every pile I see a television. So not only are these city workers going to have to pick up all of this debris, but they're going to have to sort through it.
With this inspiring and impressive story.
It is very impressive, and we all have heard pickleball is gaining a lot of popularity. Just over the past 10 years, it's blown up. It's a way to stay active at any age. And while I was out in Gardner, I met pickleball players in their 70s, even in their 80s. But there was one woman in particular who makes you say, what can't she do?
Come on and play with me.
This is Lois White. She plays pickleball every Tuesday and Thursday. And she doesn't just play, she wins.
That's a point for us.
Her skills are impressive. But what is also impressive is her age.
I'm 95. I'll be 96 in January.
At 95 years old, she's seen a lot in her lifetime. She says she remembers when the first airplane flew over Missouri. She married a military man, and together they raised 6 kids. Being an involved parent is what ultimately led her to sports.
We always played whatever the kids wanted to do. I've played basketball, football, you name it. My husband and I had a softball team with our daughters for years.
When she lost her husband more than 30 years ago, she wanted to keep busy.
That's out.
And oh, has she kept busy.
See, I played cards quite a bit, and then I took up square dancing.
Oh.
Then finally I decided I was going to play the mandolin and bought me some books. And so I do play the mandolin and sing. I belong to the Pickers and Fiddlers.
An athlete, a dancer, a musician, all while keeping up with her 6 kids, 20 grandkids, 37 great-grandkids, and now 4 great-great-grandchildren. So what is her secret?
I know one thing, you need to keep moving. You don't want to sit, I don't sit in front of the television in the daytime.
Keeping busy has kept her active, healthy, and sharp. And no one can tell her to slow down. In other words, you do what you want.
Yes, I do. And I'm very stubborn.
Wow, she does a little bit of everything there, like you said.
Everything. And even if her kids say, hey, you need to slow down, she says no. And that was what I really took away from it. She said the secret is just keep going.
Mm-hmm. She moves great for 95.
She really does. Almost 96 in January.
See that forehand there she had? I can stop that.
There were a few plays I was just She'd beat me if I went out there and played.
It's like she was doing pretty well out there in the court herself there. Yeah, so
Good for her.
definitely
That's
very
some good
cool.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can find her where at Gardner at the field house out
New
there.
Century Fieldhouse, yep.
Bring all comers. Come on,
Yes,
take her
let's
on.
go watch.
All right, thanks for that story, Julie. That was